Now to our other top story. LA Mayor Eric Garcetti may soon be moving overseas, and the city will be getting a new leader.
Today, President Biden nominated him to be the next ambassador to India. KCAL9's Rachel Kim spoke with Garcetti about that big announcement.
If confirmed, it would be the honor of a lifetime.
As Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti prepares for a position as U.S. ambassador to India, he told us he was humbled when President Joe Biden called him about the job.
I have a long history personally with India, but I also have a deep relationship with this president, and I think he wanted somebody that he knew the Indians could trust as close to him. It's my own history. I studied Hindi and Urdu in college. I visited first as a teenager. I've actually stayed at the embassy, done work with the Asia Society there and others. So I've had a long history with India.
Mayor Garcetti believes one of his greatest achievements as LA's mayor is leading the city through the pandemic. He told us about what other things he's proud of.
I don't live with regret. I know there's always things left undone, but I think about 100% renewable power, recycling all of our water to get through this drought, a Green New Deal, an airport that'll finally have public transportation, those 15 lines, football back in LA, the Olympics. I mean, any one of those would have been enough to sustain me for 8 years, let alone all of them. So I'm very proud of that work.
Critics say Garcetti is abandoning the city at the height of a homelessness crisis and rising gun violence.
I'm not abandoning a city, leaving behind $1 billion+ of housing that's coming up. We promised 10,000 units. We're going to build 11,000 units, and they're coming in 2 years earlier. We just got the state to agree to put $1 billion of their dollars into homeless housing and $12 billion statewide. When it comes to gun violence, we're adding 80 interventionists who are the peacemakers to get between the guns and the bullets. They're rolling out this fall.
Mayor Garcetti and his team are accused of failing to address allegations of sexual harassment by his former aide, Rick Jacobs. Here's how the mayor responded.
I categorically reject the idea that we don't take those things seriously and that I haven't always led with the highest of standards. For me, I have a zero tolerance of any sexual harassment. I have an expectation my people report that, not talk about it years later, but actually report it. And I'm very proud of my people. For 20 years, I've given my life to this city, and that's a lot of your life to give. And I wouldn't replace a single second of that.
Mayor Garcetti says he's not leaving anytime soon. He says if he is confirmed, he will be here a few more months. And he tells us he has a lot of work left to do before he leaves. Reporting from downtown Los Angeles, Rachel Kim, KCAL9 News.